Hello everybody, I'm forecaster Dustin Staples. This is your latest WITN First Alert forecast here as we begin the weekend coming up and about. We're going to be seeing some nice weather continue, maybe a few coastal showers, but highs for Thursday though, we did pretty all right, near normal for this time of year, but that's all going to change next week though. Again, 70s will become the low to mid 80s as we head towards that time frame. But overall though, windy and kind of cool through the rest of today. Still seeing those chilly temperatures. We want to show you how cool we started off this morning in a second here. Warming trend arriving this weekend, and then also watching for rain chances late next week. So early this morning though, we started things off even a couple of 40s, 50s, and some 60s around the board. So definitely a morning, yeah, a little chilly out there, but it feels like fall like it should. And of course, all those humidity levels is also pretty dry this morning as well. You probably need a little bit of that chapstick or moisturizer because of the way the air has been dry. Obviously, drought monitor came out yesterday, and yeah, unfortunately, we need some rain. It is not looking too good here. Moderate conditions for most locations here. Pretty much the eastern coast counties are getting the abnormally dry spell right now. Winds early on this morning were calm and light. Thankfully, we're not going to be seeing a strong breeze like we've been seeing for the last several days. Early on this morning, though, we did have a few showers off the coast. That's about it. No rain really fell the last several days. We're lacking rainfall. As I just showed you, we need a little rain here with that. Front is all down towards Florida here, watching some tropical development here over the course of the coming days. And right now, we got one area out in the deep Atlantic. I've got a 30% chance of broad development here. You see the organization of thunderstorms off the coast of Africa. Also a 10% chance here, kind of all very unorganized. It doesn't look as healthy. It probably not be lasting much longer, but of course we'll monitor that closer for you. Going in further time, again looking pretty good this afternoon, getting up in the mid to upper 70s here today. Some coastal isolated showers and some clouds here or there for the most part. Most of the evening's looking pretty nice outside. Starting things off Saturday morning there back in the 60s, probably some 50s, but no 40s to the forecast. As we go towards the start of the weekend here, we'll get up in the mid 60s, getting up close to 80 degrees in the afternoon. A little bit of the increase of the humidity, but nothing we can't handle. Your wind forecast, though, in locations 10 miles or less, 20 miles or less here across the coast. That's where those higher breezes will continue. Despite that, a high risk of rip currents for all of our area beaches here. We do have a moderate risk of rip currents portions of the Crystal Coast. Saturday morning, breezy conditions for the coast continues. Once again, single-digit wind directions as we go towards our inland locations as a northeasterly flow. And then heading into next week, we'll start to see a southwesterly flow pick up. Here's your wind gust forecast here. You do see here holding between 15 and 25 miles an hour for the most part. Even same story Saturday, also going into Sunday too. So really seeing the winds pick up, but still are not going to be as strong like it's been for the last several days except for the coastline. Rainfall remains scarce to anything. We may see a few light sprinkles here through the weekend, but heading into next week here, we have a cold front coming in Thursday that may obviously help us out a little bit. Not a complete washout or soak in rainfall, but it will do a number on our temperatures here. Despite the fact the humidity is going to slowly increase for a few days, but nothing we can't handle, just pretty tolerable conditions. Good Friday night football, of course, for the WITN End Zone. You can always catch that on our streaming platform, also here on Channel 7 after 11 p.m. newscast. Forecast here for the rest of the next 8 days, getting up in the upper 70s, low 80s here for the rest of the next few days. Again, the king tide begins on Monday, so the seas are already going to be anchored on top of a full moon as well. And then again, we do bring back a few chances, maybe some isolated showers and or thunderstorms by the middle of the week as temperatures cool down to the 70s.